I'm Diane Brady. I am here with Canva's co-founder, Chief Product Officer, Cameron Adams. Cameron, nice to see you.
It is so great to be here, Diane. Coming to you from sunny Austin.
Sunny Austin. And why are you in Austin? Is that just because it's a cool place to hang out?
Austin, Texas is actually where we decided to put our biggest hub in the US. And we just moved offices. We're in the east side here in Austin, and we've opened a new office, and it's totally buzzing today. There's so many people who have popped in for the opening, and it's a really exciting vibe.
Okay, so I now have to start with that because is it because of talent or that why Austin? Because a lot of people would go to Silicon Valley or.
Yeah, it's mostly because of the talent. So we've got a lot of sales folk here who are focusing on enterprise and also education here in the United States. And there's just so many good folks here. I think it's also a really good cultural hub and vibe as well, which we always look for very carefully for Canva homes all around the world. When people come into the office physical space, we want them to feel like Canva is there with them. And Austin just ticked all those boxes. San Francisco is obviously a big tech hub, but it's getting so competitive there and really hard to differentiate yourself. And Austin just let us do that on both the cultural level and the company level.
So I should remind people, it's a design software maker because you have 135 million active users. Is that right at this point? So a lot of people
Yes.
are still not using the platform. Let's talk a little bit about the genesis of Canva for those who don't know. It's, first of all, originated in Australia. Talk about sort of what the purpose was in founding it and where it is today.
Yeah, so we started Canva just over 11 years ago. The product's been out for about 10 years. And me and my co-founders met in Sydney, Australia. And we really connected over this idea that design should be democratized. It was a superpower that not many people had access to for a whole range of reasons. One, software was really expensive. It was complicated to use. And people didn't know where to go to get stuff like photos and fonts and layouts, and then understand how to bring all that together into a decent design that could communicate what they wanted to. So we saw this real gap in the market and started building a product that anyone could pick up. So rather than 1% of professional, people who could design, the other 99% of the world being able to access that and access the impact that you can have through visual communication. It took us about 1 year to build that product. And when we launched it, we just got real traction amongst people working in visual content at the time. So visual social media was just picking up. Stuff like Instagram and Pinterest had just become popular. And people were really thirsty to be able to create content that was engaging folks on those platforms. And Canva was just the perfect tool for it. Over the years, we've grown from somewhat of that niche through to visual communication and design in almost every walk of life, from creating your birthday invitations through to creating a pitch deck for your business, making a t-shirt, making a video, making the marketing materials that you need to go out on social in real
Data
life.
visualization tools. I think that's one of the more recent ones, right? With
Yeah, we just acquired. Yeah, we acquired a company in London called Flourish, and I actually just came from there a couple of weeks ago because we had another big office opening there. And our office in Shoreditch is home to the data visualization team, which is focusing on charts, data storytelling, and really unique forms of data visualization that enable people to dive into the data that we've all got, but we probably don't understand and it's too complicated, and be able to tell really valuable stories that actually drive action from them. And the Flourish integration with Canva has been amazing for doing that. We actually visited a bunch of different companies that had started employing it, places like BBC, Rolls-Royce, L'Oreal, and what they've been able to do with combination of data visualization and visual communication through Canva has just been mind-blowing.
So do those kinds of companies support the number of users who use it for free? Because I think Canva is a terrific tool. You offer so much to people that they don't have to pay for. I'm always curious how you move people up the scale to where they're giving you essentially revenue for using your product.
Yeah, we see it as a natural model for what we want to achieve. So our mission is to empower the world to design. And we literally want every person in the world to be able to access the design tools and the design thinking that they need to actually have an impact in their lives, whether they're running a business or they're just using it in their personal lives. So having a freemium model where people can access it for free is really important to that mission. But obviously, the company needs to be economically sustainable as well. So we've focused a lot on that next level tier of people who are using visual communication in a much more pointed way. So small to medium businesses who use it every day to promote their businesses, teams inside organizations, and large enterprises who have massive brand needs, international marketing goals that they have to hit, hundreds of offices around the world, and building that layer that people will pay for and will happily pay for has been important to the growth of Canva's revenue over the last few years. And in the last 2 years, we've focused really keenly on enterprises because small to medium businesses have loved Canva for a long time. Enterprises actually have quite different needs in terms of if you've got 10,000 people using Canva, can they go crazy on messaging and changing the branding and everything? So we've worked really hard to provide them with the tools to control their brand, but also scale it out so they can make sure that when they do send out some templates to 10,000 people to internationalize in all their offices around the world, they know it's going to be high quality. They know it's going to be telling the right message. They know that the logo is going to be in the right spot and the colors are going to be the right colors. They can rest assured with all of that and roll it out really
Freedom,
easily.
but not too much. You don't want people
Exactly.
twisting your logo too much out there.